All right, we've got a couple of things we need to take care of on the new Toyota Tacoma. You know, I took the chin strap or the air dam off of the front. It's sitting right up there, this big hunk of plastic, right? Did not like the way that it looked on the front of the truck. It was ugly as far as I'm concerned. But as I've mentioned in a couple other videos, it left us with this, I don't know, weird, non-functional in my opinion. I mean, I guess it functions a little, but I'm talking about this cheapo skid plate here. I mean, look at this thing. Look how thin this is. It's like nothing. Yeah, it would keep stones and things from bouncing up, but you know, if you had anything more substantial, let's say you're a big off-roader or something, it's gonna go right through this. I mean, it's gonna bend. There's like nothing to it. So it's got to be replaced, and primarily for me it's the aesthetics of it. I mean, it just looks like an exposed, unfinished part down here now with that air dam gone. Now it's pretty easy to take off. You got 2 screws in the front and 2 screws in the back. Pretty simple. And I know that Toyota has like a TRD skid plate that you can put on. Maybe somewhat similar to what we've had before. I'm not exactly sure, honestly. And it may extend further on back to that cross member, maybe. So that's something I've got to look into. And I think it still has the TRD skid plate on it like we've had in the past, similar to what you see in the lettering on the tires down here, right? This kind of thing. So I'm pretty sure I can get something like that to go on the front. And even if I can't, I know there are aftermarket options that I can put on. Trouble is, I'm just not sure how they would look on the front of the truck. They might be okay, maybe not. I think at least, or at the least, they would have to be black. I would not put any kind of pewter or stainless steel or aluminum silver type finish on the front of the truck. I'm not a big fan of silver, chrome, that kind of thing. So I suppose if I got something like that, I'd have to paint it. Not something that I'm looking to do. Now, beyond that, I've been thinking about the grille on the front of the truck. There are, I believe, a couple of grille options out there. A different OEM style. You can get it so it says Toyota across the front. Let's be honest. Been there, done that. I don't really want to do that. Matter of fact, I'd prefer to have some sort of a RobMotive type thing on there like I had on my other truck. I really like that. It was lighted. It was pretty neat. And of course, I'm a ham, so I want to have the channel name on the front of the truck, right? But there's a problem. You know, Toyota in the design of this truck made it much more difficult to do anything with the grille. I don't know if they did that intentionally. You know, they don't want you messing with the grille. We do have shutters behind it now that are kind of attached, not to the grille itself, but to the back of that front fascia, if you will. So it makes doing anything a lot more difficult. Used to be, you could just pull off this piece and change out the center part of the grille. That was the ideal setup for anybody that wants to do mods or change the grille, right? Not anymore. Now, you basically have to take the front end of the truck off. Now, I'm not opposed to doing that, but honestly, it's really not something I want to do. I mean, to do that, you've got to pop the fenders off, or the covers over here, the flares, out of the bumper on the side or off of this piece, I'm not exactly sure. And then of course you have to pull off the whole front section to be able to access the back of the grille. And it doesn't get any easier after that. As I mentioned, there are shutters back there. So of course you have to go ahead and remove the shutter part, which you can then reattach, I guess, once you change out that insert. But man, did they make it more difficult. So there's another thought that I had. As opposed to doing all of that, which I'll probably do down the road anyway, to be honest, but in the short run, they did give us something much easier. They moved the sensor down there, that square piece. That means that we have the emblem that we can mess with, right? And the way that this is done, it's two pieces. I mean, you have the grille section and then you have this plastic emblem part in the front. And if I'm not mistaken, I've kind of felt around down there, it has like little hooks, and the hooks go through and kind of grab underneath. So you just kind of pull those up a little bit carefully. The idea would be not to break them, and then this front part of the emblem should be able to be removed. It should be able to be pulled right off. And of course, that means it can be painted. Now, the issue with doing that is, what do you paint it? You know, do you paint it the same color as the truck? Do you try to go with some kind of accent type color? I mean, in essence, they've already done that as far as it being black, right? So I wouldn't stay with black, obviously. I mean, I wouldn't remove that to go ahead and repaint it black. But as an accent color, for me, I mean, I really have black and red. I don't really want to add a third color to this. It doesn't make any sense to me to do that, and I think it would look tacky. I mean, we already have a little bit of a different red on the TRD center caps, right? They don't match exactly to the paint. Not that that's a problem, it's the TRD setup, right? But what I think I would probably do is make a trip to Lowe's and see if I can't come up with some sort of a red that is very close to this red. I doubt I'd be able to find anything that's dead on perfect, but I think I could get close enough that it would look okay. And I think having that emblem red on the front would be a pretty cool looking contrast to the rest of the grill work area, and also tie everything into the red of the truck. Now, if it doesn't work, of course, I could always pull it off and repaint it black. Of course, I run into the same problem. If you're gonna paint it black, you better have the same shade of black. I mean, black is not just black, right? You've got matte black, gloss black, satin black, bright black, shiny black, you name it. So I would have to do it in the same way. By the way, did you know it says Tacoma right here on the side? Pretty cool little thing, right? So anyway, that's what I'm considering doing. Definitely gonna do something with that skid plate area down there. That just has to go. It's cheap, it doesn't look good, and it affords absolutely no protection to the front of the truck. I think as I make this video, I'm talking myself into it. I'm gonna see about pulling this off and make that trip to Lowe's to see if I can't match that red, and see if I like it. Again, if I don't, I'll just paint it black. Anyway, leave a comment. Let me know what you think. Would you do something with either one of those, or just leave it alone and drive it the way it is? But where's the fun in that? Leave a comment. Let me know what you think. Thanks for watching. Stay safe out there. Bye.